Thank you for your interest in marvelous wood floor refinishing. Today, we will talk about the clean, recoat, and refurbish option. Here is a visual where you can see pretty degraded floors, where the typical wear and tear of the floors is pretty evident, and this happens just through regular use or inappropriate use of cleaning products, and really what's happening is that the finish is no longer apparent on some areas. For example, here is a visual of a high traffic area, like the entrance to a room, for example, and you can see that the wear and tear is even more evident. Here's another type of damage that we see. This is when people unintentionally maybe put tape down to hold things down, for example. The problem is that when that tape is removed, it leaves a pretty clear mark of where it was. And this is due to the tape stripping the top layer of the finishing of your hardwood floors. And what's important to understand is that that top finish has a different color than whatever stain was used on the floors, and that is what is pretty evident when you do take tape off, is that it strips off that top finishing layer, and then that piece doesn't match anymore. And the other piece is that when you pull the tape off, that thickness between where the tape was and the rest of the thickness of your floor is different. So essentially you end up having two problems. There's a difference in thickness, and then there's also a difference in color. So the first step to any project is a deep cleaning, and we do this through the use of chemicals as well as the use of synthetic pads. And what this does is it removes the contaminants from the hardwood floors. And this gets us to the bare wood and allows us to complete the next steps in the process. So what comes next is in those high traffic areas or those areas with more damage, what we do is we apply a diluted light stain. And what we do is we try to find the approximate color, and this light stain can be applied either by hand or with a buffer. And here are the before and after pictures of what I showed you before when that tape pulls up the top coat. And here we applied a light stain to even out that color. Here you can see more images of this where the floor is worn in areas, and following our procedure it has been evened out and the color and vibrancy of the floor can be seen. Again, in this image, you see a high traffic area where the top coat has been worn down and the floor looks pretty uneven. And following our procedures, you can see the same area with a more evened out and brilliant tone. Finally, we complete the work with a finishing coat. Here you can see at the top where the coat has been applied, and at the bottom of the picture where the coat has yet to be applied. Here's another before and after picture of the floors before our procedures and the floors during the application process of the final coat. Again, this is a mess-free, fast, cost-effective, and environmentally responsible way of refreshing your hardwood floors. Marvelous Hardwood Floors is a family-operated business with over 12 years of experience in the home improvement area. We are licensed and insured and have completed requisite courses for the work that we are doing. Please call or text today for a quote. We look forward to working with you. Thank you.